In previous lesson you learned how to create this simple border, and now we want to do a quite more complex modeling. This scroll is what we want to create this time, and you probably, or I should say you already have seen this kind of the mold a lot in the interior borders. What we are going to create is this ornament scroll. You need to keep in mind when you see, actually we will have the course for the theory of the ornamental borders, which will help you to understand the shape of the molds before you start modeling. But now, as a quick explanation, I just should say that you need to see how many straight part you have, same as this one, and how many round end shape you have, same as this one, and this. These round or scroll shape at the end will make our work quite more difficult, but we don't have any choice and we have to create it. That is why I have chosen this scroll, which has the actually three small scrolls round shape at the three part middle, start and the end. Okay, so just let's go to 3D Max and start modeling. I already bring the blueprint here, which I will provide as a project file of this course, and you learn how to bring it in the previous class. The same way I will use, and I will use the line and make sure that the both are the corner. Maximize my top view and start creating the line around this shape. So just I want to change this color to maybe white. Okay, just yellow is okay. Again, I am so careless to create my base shape. Actually, if you get some more experience, you can be careful at the first two, but is the way that I will use always. So again, I can hit the I to go to the next part of the view. Okay, let's continue. This part I will make some more. I just try to finish it sooner to adjust it after drawing the line. Okay, now it finished, and now I can start changing, but I will not change when it is as a spline. I will try to change after I convert it to editable poly. So just this is our shape, right click, convert to editable poly, and it get the faces. When I am in the top view and I want to see the behind, I want to see my blueprint picture, I can use the Alt X to use the see through mode. So now I need to create the line and the connection between these vertices, and if there is any place that I need to create more vertices and faces, I will just add them. That's why at the first I just create as a schematic, and I didn't care so much about the where and how many vertices I'm creating. So I will use the cut, and I already saved my work. So because here I have this round and scroll shapes at the first, middle, and here I cannot start from these parts at the first. Is better I will start from somewhere not close to this round shape. So with the cut I will use the press F4 to see the segments. Some place same here, I need to create one more, so I will just create it. And I cannot see my vertices very well, so in this case I will go to the customize preferences. In the viewport I have the show vertices as a dot and the size is 2. I will for example change it to 4 to let you see and I see better. The default is set to 2. And keep in mind that it is not the automobile, industrial, or the character design, so you do not have to follow some modeling rules such as the quad faces or the triangle faces. You can have more faces, but as much as try to don't have them. But as you will see later in this part, we will create quiet n-gun actually faces. We will not follow those industrial modeling rules. Well, I need to create this line. First we will create the big lines. So we have one scroll here, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, I will start to create from here or here, no matter. This shape is what I am creating the first time, same as you. That's why I'm not confusing that which part I use first. Okay, and I connect this because I don't want this to connect to here, so I will select this, hit the backspace button to remove it. So again use the cut tools, so I can continue here. Look that I'm not saying that I must use this because it is another side, just use the another side. And this part again I need to create a shape, end it here. This is no problem if we are ending here. As I said, this is not the such as the organic modeling, so we can broken some rules. just try to connect all of them because we need to create the shape. And here again we have this part, and so just continue to connect all of them, except in the scroll part. Other part should be 4 angles as much as possible. Some vertices here I will remove later. Okay, I want to create it. When I use the cut, it will not be cut, so there is some problem. The first thing that you should adopt is that when we were actually cutting here, 2 vertices has been created. So when I click and drag, it show me 2 selected. But if there is not any problem, when I click and drag, just show me the name of vertex. Sorry, the vertex number, which is 86 here. So I will select them, just weld them, and when I weld them, it should change from 2 to 1. If it is not changing, try to move it. Okay, it already weld. So now it is just one, and just one. So I can connect it now. The best time for changing the shape is after applying the smooth modifier. Okay, this is what have been created. I see. Okay, here we didn't connect yet. And the rest seems we have been connected. We will have a look at all the works, and there is another scroll here, so I again use the same way. Actually this should be a start. We could bring it in here and start it from this part. Also can be maybe from here, not bother our other parts. Let's see the picture very well. Yes, it's almost in the same line, so just try to use this in here. So at first I will put it here a little bit distance to not bother my work. Okay, and one thing that is very important to have a good shape is try to have a odd distance between your shape. Okay, here we don't use it. I can use the backspace to remove that vertex. And don't worry about this, because when we are working we may also forget to remove some of them. It is okay, later in our work we can remove too. The mask part that need to change will be here because it's quite around this shape. So just try to fix them. But after apply the Turbosmooth we can see it better. Before I give it extrude it, actually I want to apply the Turbosmooth, and I want to apply a material quite dark. Okay, now I can know about which vertices has problem when I am in this mode. Just check if they are not double. Seems something wrong here, right? Just remove. And here just check it. Actually it's better with try to connect this two, but is okay for now. And this probably maybe have some problem. Yes, this extra. So when I apply actually the Turbosmooth to see the problems. This again. Okay, so if we see in the rest of the tutorial, we can again remove them, so we don't need to care about them too much. I save the work again and deactivate the Turbosmooth, so I can back select my all faces and use the extrude them. The 10 should be enough. I apply. Then because this part is quite down compared with the other parts, so I will deselect this part, hold down the Alt and click. And again extrude the second part. This time maybe just 5 should be enough. Oh, I think 5 is quite much. 3. Okay, 3 is enough. So this is what we have been created until now. We will watch it with the Turbosmooth a lot to make sure our shape is right. Again deactivate the Turbosmooth, back to our work. And have a look to our work. We need to create actually the extra edges. It was better before we extruded, we create those edges, but it's okay. We didn't, so now I will do. Again in the top view, Control X. What we need is one extra edge here, and also here, here, and this part. Okay, so just let's do it. I select this part, and ring to select all part. Just make sure you are not let's actually create this here, and just make sure you are not creating this part here, and connect them once so it connect all of them. Then for this here also the same, ring here will be cut, so again select this one and ring again until the end, and again connect once can be enough. This part again I will choose this one and ring, and connect it. Okay, and I can actually target them, these vertices, target weld them to here. Don't want to have many faces, and we will have this extra here, that because now we have the 5 faces, 1 2 3 4 5. Well, just keep it for now, and one more in the center part. The center part I will create later. So now these vertices, because it is the same as the several parts, such as this one separately, this one separate, this one separate, so we need to create this effect now. So select these edges here until here, and use the chamfer them with a small amount such as a half. Okay, actually it was better to use a smaller amount even, but I want you see it clearly. We need to connect some of the vertices here, these two target weld, and these two, and the same thing here, because here all should be the same size, same in the same place, so just select them and weld. So select the inner edge, actually as I said the half is quite big, maybe the 0.1 is enough, but is okay. Then move it down, except actually the last one, select all and move them down. Okay, then do the same with this one, and you need to again chamfer, this time 0.1, zoom, select the vertices and the zoom here, again use the target weld, connect these two and connect these two, and at the end also same the previous way, just select all of them and weld them. Okay, so again you need to select these edges. I'm seeing something wrong here, so just select this and again target weld to nearest one. If you don't do it when you use the Turbosmooth, you will see it clearly. So again, don't choose the last one and move it down. I am using the front view so I can almost move them down in the same rate. Well, let's look at our work until now, so you can see the separation between the works. Okay, again disable and come to the our work. Look at the picture. This part almost is nothing change, and actually maybe we did the mistake. We should keep it up and this down, but it's okay because we are just learning the techniques. So it's time for creating this line here, and need to select all of them, use the loop, go until there, select and see if it is. Yes, it is until here, and this time I will move them up. Again, don't choose the last one, move them up, and something like this. The last one you can select the vertex and a little bit down to give it a shape. Use the Turbosmooth to see the result. Okay, a little bit you can see it, but what I can do to see it more clearly, well, there is something wrong in here. Okay, this is again two vertices, seems. Is it or not? No. When I use the Turbosmooth, it will show me there is something wrong in the work. Well, let's don't care about this right now because we will need to change some part of this middle also, middle area. So the next thing I will do, because I want to make sure it is so the shape here is same as this one, quite the heart shape. So what I will do is using the chamfer, and this time 0.5. okay, and need to move down the inner part. I loop it, and at the end it will create something similar to this one. So again I need to make sure they are welded. So the inner part is selected, and inner part I will move it down. To create a hard shape. Okay, so we have been created this hard shape too. And one thing is that yes, you can quiet move them, move the vertices around here inside to keep it smoother. gradually move them. And okay, well, now this part, just see the picture. This part is just a separate part, it's not something so special. So as I said, we shouldn't bring this down, but we already bring, so it is okay. Just make a line here. I think make it quite separate enough, and just make the chamfer 0.1. okay, and here at the end, and it shouldn't be okay at the end, at the start, at the end, just weld them, and just see how it is. Okay, it created a quite better shape for us. Well, now we can start to complete more our shape. So the first is that the line in here, select it and loop it to the end and just move it down. Just be careful because here you have this one, don't move this last one. Start to move it down as much as you want. And when you use the Turbosmooth, you could fill the shape that is good down, same as this one. Back to the scroll, you can move it down here, you can keep it as a smooth mode and just move it down and see how it is going. And even you can select the second, the round around here, you can again chamfer, use the chamfer in here, this part, to make it deeper shape. Just make another line in this side and this side to make it quiet, this kind of the shape. So it is what you can do it too, but for me I think this is enough. Then here again, this one should be good down, same as the picture. So I will select the edge here, loop it, make sure I'm not selecting the last one. This is okay, need to come down, and in here this is okay enough. So move it down as much as you want and you need, and this one just gradually a bit is enough. And when you go to the Turbosmooth, you can find Deepness. Okay, this part in the let's just finish this scroll in here. The scroll in here you can use several ways to finish it. One is that just keep it like this and just inset it, then a bit also move it up, and I will not move it up now because I need to move it this segment. But if you really want to make the shape of this quite better, you just can keep the inset and let the edges be mixed, OK it, and while the faces polygon is selected, hold down the control and hit the vertex. So the vertices are selected. Use the weld with the high threshold and just let them be connect. Then you can change them a bit. Select the middle vertex and use the chamfer to bring it out and give it a bit shape. Then you can cut some part to make it quite the rectangle shape. And just select this and weld it. We can remove some of these parts to make it quite better shape, but I don't really want to do it and just want to continue in this way. So just use the target weld and connect them. Actually this I need. Okay, and as I said, we don't follow the rules when we are using this organic modeling. And this here I need to connect it to somewhere, such as cut it to here. Then we will use the loop to select until here, or don't need, just until here, and make sure you are not selecting these last ones, and move them up as they should be. You can compare with the others, this one and the others, just bring it as they are. And now you can select the faces in here, grow them, also move them upper, and this center part just shrink it, this middle part a bit upper, to see with the Turbosmooth. Okay, and the same thing we can do in here. Okay, this part finish also, and the last thing that we can do, the same thing we can do with this part, but I think I'm already happy with here. I think just connect this a little bit more, because this has actually the it can connect, but another one that I didn't connect because really there was no way to do it. So when you can connect, just do it. Well, and okay, so just let's compare our shape. This is our shape, and just need here a little bit more deeper, and the rest I think is okay. Maybe we move this down so much, it is okay. And yes, we don't have one more scroll, but it's okay. We really don't want to create exactly, just the techniques is important for us. And well, there is some place they are not round enough, so just go and push the show end result to see the end result. And one thing that you need to keep in mind is you have the odd distance. Try to keep distance between vertices in the same value. use the F3. Okay, so when you use the same distance, it will help you to create almost the shape that you want. Almost the aspect should be similar. Not one vertices have a very high distance with others and another be so close. As much as possible, try to keep the aspect the same area, same as here. This is almost the same curvature, so we can keep them in the same value. Okay, and well, just a little bit here I want to work and make it quite harder. Just show you. Show end result, I uncheck it, and seems did I delete anything here? No, I thought I deleted the faces. So just select and use the old way, which call chamfer. It's not so difficult to create these effects when you understand them. Well, this has the extra part here, so I just select this vertex here and target well to the down and just check if it is one. Yes, it is just one. So I use this, the border are selected, and I can use the chamfer again with the low value, this time 0.5, and make sure at the end and beginning all the vertices are welded. This will be more difficult after we move them up and down. Well, we already create what we want to create. So this is our border shape, our scroll shape. And just as a last tip, if I want to say, and I can see something more different, you already learned how to change them, how to move them up, down, and same as here I can see quite a deeper at the middle. Here in the middle is quite deeper, so just add the more segments, more edges, and move them down, same as what you learn in these parts. Just as a last tip, this is what you can use when there is a one wall behind it. I just hide our blueprint and use the same material for the both. This could be used here as a wall border. Then you can also use a mirror and something similar to this, but sometimes we use this scroll as a separated shape connected to the column of the wall or other part. Just to show you the way, I copy this as a copy and hide it because I need it, and use this one, add the symmetry modifier, change the direction. Okay, and make sure the weld is okay. They are already on each other. I need to convert it to editable poly again, so I will just collect Turbosmooth, convert it to editable poly, and paste the Turbosmooth here again. So it is now with the two-sided, and you can use it as some kind of the shape also. Okay,